Now, one of the easiest and the most proven ways to monetize your digital skill is through employment. This is very straightforward, guys. Now, specifically this kind of method or this kind of model is best for people who are not really cut out for the whole freelance thing, pitching, marketing yourself. No, you just want to do the marketing once, get into the system, and then grow from there. Now remember that digital skills are also career paths. You can go from being a copywriter to a marketing director in a company. You can go from being a designer to a creative director in a company. You can grow. So don't just think about your skills, about am I going to be a graphic designer forever? No, you wouldn't. Find out where you can start and project your career into the future. You can become the CEO of a media company from being a graphic designer. Do you understand? From being a graphic designer, from being a video editor. So make sure that you understand that it's not just about making money. Some of those things and most of those things we teach are significantly also about growing your career. If you're looking for the easiest and the most proven way for you to actually make money with your digital skill, you can do that through getting employment, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Every single day, CEOs of companies and a lot of HR firms are dropping roles: digital marketer, social media needed, intern needed, graphic designer needed, video editor, everywhere around the country and even abroad. So there is a high demand for creative skills every day. And so the easiest thing for you to do is to try to tell yourself that, okay, I don't want employment. Listen, if you're somebody who wants to build a career path, you cannot become a graphic designer forever. You can start as a graphic designer company and go into becoming a creative director. You understand? So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the keys you can use, the strategies you can use to ensuring you secure a job today, or at most tomorrow, with your digital skill. I'm going to be sharing real secrets. I'm not talking about impractical things. Make sure you are mindful. No, leave all that. I'm going to be sharing things you can practically start doing today to secure a job. And then if you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to share what I consider the best tip. Like, yes, there are a lot of resources we're going to drop in the description, but the best tip that you need to understand when you're going for job interviews or when you want to get a job as a creative. I've personally interviewed for big projects. Some time ago I interviewed for, at least it was a 40 million or 50 million naira. It was about $20,000 marketing project. Yeah. So I interviewed for that. I've interviewed for bigger projects. So it's relatively what I've done for my agency specifically. And so I'm going to share what I consider to be my best tips when it has to do with securing a job in a company with your digital skill. So make sure to watch till the end of the video. So let's start about the key things you need to secure a job with your digital skill. Now, usually when we talk about gigs and freelance, we talk about testimonials and proposals, we talk about CVs here. Yeah, so you need a curriculum vitae, you need a resume, you need to be able to articulate everything you've been able to achieve within the digital space and put them into your CV. So you need to prepare a very good CV. Now, because CV preparation is already a robust topic on its own, I found what I consider to be the best approach to doing a CV for creatives. I found it in one video by an Indian, and I'm going to drop it in the description so that you can actually read it, or you can watch the video rather, and try to see if you can model the CV of the person that did the video. Just model, you can't copy it because it's a programming CV. However, there are some key things within the CV that he used that you can actually use as well too. So one of the things we're also going to do is to prepare a sample CV for creatives, and we're going to leave it as a template. You're going to have a Canva template for it. We'll drop it also and attach it as a resource in the description of this video, so you can actually be able to use it as well too. Now, in the previous video, I've talked about portfolio already, so I'm not going to talk so much about it, but you need your CV and then you need your portfolio. Then you need a cover letter. We'll talk a little bit about that later. So you need your CV, you need your portfolio. Now, some of the things that will improve your chances are certifications. I have never ever, I don't know, I've been in digital space for years. I've done a mini MBA. I don't use certifications. I have never been asked for a certification. I've never gotten anything on the grounds of a certification because I run a business, because I run an agency. But you see, if you're an individual looking for a job, the rule is different for you. You need certifications. So you need to be able to look for free certification courses on your choice of skill, and you need to be able to add that to your CV and your LinkedIn profile. Do you understand? So you need your resume on your CV, you need your portfolio, you need certifications. That's the reason why Skill to Scale gives you certificate for most of the trainings that you receive. So I usually tell people that when it has to do with certifications, don't worry, you don't need to remember the content of the course. Just get the certification. It sounds like bad advice, but nobody who wants your certificate cares about what you learned in the course. They just want to know you went through it. So make sure you look for ways for you to get certification. Some other thing that will improve or make getting a job way easier for you is upskilling. When you come with a resume and you have just very basic skills. How many of you have seen, we are going to put a picture of maybe an employment, a vacancy flyer that has where people say added skill in, maybe you were looking for a graphic designer and then you say added skill in animation is going to be an advantage. The more skills you have, the more advantage you have. I'm sure some of you see those vacancies where they be like, we're looking for an engineer, but the person has a design skill is an advantage. So the more skills you have, the more advantage you have. Make sure you have complementary skills. If you're a graphic designer, have a little bit of UI UX. If you're a video editor, have a little bit of motion graphics and animation. Just a little bit of the extended version of your skill. If you're a creative writer, have a little bit of copywriting. If you're a copywriter, have a little bit of sales funnel building. Make sure you have a little bit of some other skill that would increase your viability in an actual employment opportunity. One very significant thing also that would help you a whole lot, big deal, are recommendations. Make sure you have good recommendations, especially on your LinkedIn. Make sure you have testimonials and recommendations. These should be like, make sure you attach a link to testimonials and recommendations. It will help people to easily trust you. Remember I said I'm going to share you one of the biggest things that helped me in most project interviews I've done and securing the project. I'm going to share it with you very soon. Before then, let me talk to you about platforms that we can get and secure remote jobs. The very first one, for those of you that are within Nigeria, is Jobberman. I know you know Jobberman, and Jobberman should already know you. So Jobberman is one very big platform. The second platform is LinkedIn. It's the largest in the world. You see, if you have a digital skill and you prefer the employment pathway to monetization, please, you need to be good or great at LinkedIn. Go and learn how to do LinkedIn. Learn how to do LinkedIn. One of the big mistakes somebody's going to tell you is go to YouTube and learn how to go viral on LinkedIn on YouTube. That's a bad idea. Let me just tell you. You're going to see a lot of good LinkedIn videos on YouTube, but the best place for you to learn about LinkedIn is on LinkedIn. That's what a lot of people don't know. Some people don't even know the secrets. They still go to YouTube to learn about LinkedIn. If you want to learn about LinkedIn, go to LinkedIn and look for people who teach how to go viral on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, they are the people that do it on their platform. Do you understand? So this is the secret most people don't even know about social media. They go to YouTube for everything. When it has to do with LinkedIn, trust me, the traction is very poor. The results are on LinkedIn. And this is to give you a little tip here. LinkedIn has 1 billion people, and less than 1% of the people on LinkedIn are content creators. There's a big deficit of quality content on LinkedIn. So if you're going to be entering LinkedIn as a creative to create content, you have a very unique advantage, especially if you're somebody who is aligned to the employment model of monetization. So there is Jobberman, there is LinkedIn, there is AfriBlock. There's AfriBlock, it's a website, you can just check it, AfriBlock. There is also Remote Africa. These are 4 very viable places you can actually get remote jobs or digital jobs, and that can be very, very, very helpful in you securing employment opportunities. Now let's go to me talking to you about the secrets here. Now the first secret to securing employment fast is, instead of wait for a job opening, go and look for hiring managers. Go to LinkedIn and look for hiring managers. Go to Instagram and look for hiring managers. Look for the people that are in charge of hiring. Some companies never stop hiring. They are always hiring. So go and look for HR people, human resource management or hiring managers within companies, like recruitment agencies or recruiter themselves. Look for them on LinkedIn or Instagram and make sure you build some kind of a relationship with them, especially on their comment section. Post the comment on whatever they post and tell them, oh, that's great, I really look forward to having a conversation with you. You get, like, build relationships with people. Do you understand? There's a story of a young girl who had a conversation with somebody on LinkedIn in the comment section, and she requested whether she can send the person an email, and the person said, yeah, sure, you can send me an email. And she sent an email. She did not know the person was responsible for hiring an organization. And just before she could finish asking the question she was asking, the person said, you know what, I would love you to get hired. Like, straight up hiring, without interview, without anything. So look for CEOs of companies and look for recruiters. Those are the 2 people you should look for. CEOs of companies, recruiters, and those are the people you should want to connect with. These people are closer to an offer letter. They're the closest people to an offer letter that you can find in any industry. Okay, so some people only look for vacancies. If you're looking for jobs, go and look for the people that give jobs. DM them, have conversations with them. DM a CEO, I love your post, I'm so impressed by your company, I went to check out your website, I love your product, I love what you do, I love how you do it, I'm so in love with your company, I'm a copywriter, I wrote 3 copies for your latest product, I don't know if you're going to love it, but here's the link to it, I so much love what you do. That's how to get hired. Not everything is about vacancies and sending CVs and cover letters. The best opportunities to be hired and in personal relationship and connections. So instead of bothering yourself just going through all the vacancies and clicking apply, writing cover letters, try to connect with decision makers and have conversations with them on how you can add value to their company and add value to their brands. And so we had somebody reach out to us at Skill to Skill. We're supposed to be hiring, of course, but we are doing a lot of setup and we just didn't start hiring. And so somebody reached out to us and he pitched himself 2 times. Literally, he already has an offer letter right now, or he should be having an offer letter from either the HR company that we work with or maybe from Skill to Skill directly, just because he reached out directly to me. And so the whole idea is that don't wait for people to tell you they have vacancies before you tell them you have something to contribute to their company. This is a very key secret. So make sure you follow CEOs, network with them, following hiring managers, talk to them, do cold outreach for your job opportunities. Go and reach out to people and be like, oh, I'm just reaching out because I realize you work at this company and I've really loved your company for some time. I really look forward to having a conversation with you as to some things that I believe I can contribute to the entire company. That is the kind of conversation you want to actually be having. Sometimes you don't even know. For instance, if you want to get a job at a company, let me say the company is Star Trek, go to Star Trek on LinkedIn. Go to people who are your first level or second level connection on LinkedIn and follow all the employees. Yes, follow everything. You don't know who's going to put a word for you. Do you understand? You don't know who's going to recommend you. There's somebody that works with us on a contract base, amazing young lady. She got a job from a company because she had a mentor in the company. And the mentor called and said, I want you to get this job. Told her exactly what to do to get the job. Like, it wasn't a guesswork. It was do this, say this, show up this, collect this offer, get this job. That's how these things can be. It can be this easy. Don't think about employment as to offer letter, TV, no. Think about relationship, think about connections, think about approaches. Now, to those of you that are waiting for my number one big secret, look for small businesses. This is the easiest way to be employed as a creative. Look for small businesses. Go directly to the CEO. Those ones that don't have a HR manager, they don't even know what it means to hire. You get. Pitch a solution that can truly work for the business. Copywriter, video editor, Facebook and Instagram advertiser, social media marketer, whatever skill you have, web designer. Go to a small business owner, somebody who is showing up, building their business, posting themselves, and offer them a good deal. I want to get on your team to help you. This is a value. This is a value I can bring to the table. This is the impact I can make. That's one of them. These people don't know what hiring processes are. They will just look at you and check your spirit and check your work and tell you come on board. That's how it works. Okay? That's how it works. So make sure you are looking out for small businesses in need of something you can provide. That's one significant way you can actually be able to get jobs as soon as possible. Whatever your situation is, when you're writing or communicating with these people concerning job, listen to these 5 things I'm going to tell you and pay key attention. 1, keep it brief. Don't tell them your life story. They don't need to know. They don't need to know you don't have money. They don't need to know you don't have food to eat. They don't need to know you're going to die the next day, because you're not going to die actually. They don't need to know anything about your personal life. Just go and tell them about the solution you can offer. 2, when you start your journey on getting jobs, please, I beg you, create a new email that has your real name, not Angelica 2014. I'm sorry that sounded funny, but not oh boy, the boy, not Jennifer Gold. No. Okafo, KK, or Omandichanwa, whatever your name is, Benedicta Anyanwu, put it there. Do you understand? Make sure it's your name, Benedicta.Anyanwu, official Benedicta Anyanwu. Have a new email, because something is telling me that your old email has hundreds of spam messages. You will not see an important email that comes in. Because hiring managers mostly reach out to you via email, not your WhatsApp phone number. Mostly emails. So you want to ensure to the best of your ability that you're keeping your communication with them brief. You're using one dedicated email for all your employment opportunities and requests. Cold emails, DM, everything should be one official email, possibly even one official phone number as well too. If you have a phone that has 2 SIMs, dedicate one line to getting jobs and being in a job, official stuffs, one phone number, because some people have missed opportunities. They sent them offer letter, they couldn't even find the offer letter because they never even knew, because their email had the 100 messages they didn't even read that day. I don't know if this makes sense. So another significant thing you should be able to do is make sure that you optimize your social media. Please, your photo on your especially your LinkedIn, optimize your social media to reflect somebody who is serious. Not you and a dog on your DP. Yeah, your dog. Don't do some very funny things. Go and delete all the unserious posts you have. I know I'm not telling you not to be yourself, but do you want a job or you don't want a job? There's no second chance to make a first impression. One of my mentors will say, there's no second chance to make a first impression. Go and pin only very serious things on your social media. Not you dancing and shaking your body. That's what they will see when they search you on Instagram. Go and bring down all those posts. Focus on your life. Nobody wants to employ a dancer. They want to employ somebody who can dress well and come to the office, who can be reasonable and have good communication and conversation with them. You can leave all those dance for your TikTok. I'm not sure any of them will check your TikTok because they know what happens on TikTok. If they do, leave it at that. But to the best of your ability, sanitize your social media. Sanitize your social media. Make sure that you only, if they meet you online before they even give you an interview, because that's when I receive a CV from somebody I want to employ, the first thing I do is to go and check their Instagram. Second thing I do is to check their Facebook. Third thing I do is to check their LinkedIn. Before I give anybody a chance, I check what they do online. That's gold. That's what I do. I don't know about other people, but that's what I do. I want to know you outside before I first of all start knowing you inside. And trust me, what I see on your social media is enough for me not to even ever think of contacting you. Just so you know. And this is true. So make sure, I've talked about reaching out to companies as well. One last gold mine. One last thing. Avoid scammers. Anywhere you hear you need to pay money, buy a book so that they will shortlist you for the employment. Pay money so that your name will come out. That is a scam. Run away with your life. And I would love to see you at the next video. Cheers.